Good morning, good morning. Hope this video sees everyone well. I just wanted to kind of give an update on our situation specifically involving the website. We were able to manage to scrape together enough to make that payment, so that is the good news. We, at least for 6 more months, are safe as far as the website's concerned. So I wanted to give that update first and foremost. That's, pretty important. Because that's the only real way that I have of contacting you or being in, communication with you, should YouTube, Facebook, whatever. That's the one place, the watchmannews.com, that you can go to find out what the hell's going on. Where are we at? What are we doing? So that's why it's important to me. I would really like to make it a very rich resource for all of you. But I don't know what you want. I don't know what you need. And that's why that website sits dormant. Because if I don't have any input, I have no idea what to output. I could do just like anybody else and just throw up a bunch of bullshit. Right? I can make a damn good looking website. I can make the most beautiful looking useless website that you've ever seen. But what's the point if it's useless? At the same time, I don't have the capability with my hosting service to be able to host videos and stuff like that. They won't allow that kind of stuff because of the bandwidth involved. So, I am a bit restricted on what I can do. I can't run any chat scripts. They highly frown upon that. I've been suspended before because of it, for having a Watchman News chat room. I had my website suspended, and I had to fight to get it unsuspended, all because, I was trying to use my unlimited web host in a normal way, and apparently the unlimited wasn't as unlimited as the word unlimited, for example. So it is what it is. 6 months, let me bring it up. 6 months, you see it right in front of your face. $36.50. That is, again, due every 6 months, and then one of those 2 times, such as this time here, the domain, which I got for free with the service, will automatically renew as well. So I don't have to pay the separate money for the domain renewal. In roughly 170 something days, I'll have to renew the watchmannews.com, and it'd be like, I don't know, 17, 18 bucks or something like that, and that's good for a year, right? That's just paying for the domain. Well, my dirtcheappreps.com domain is a freebie that got thrown in with this hosting service. So as long as I keep paying this hosting service, every other time, because it's for 6 months, it will automatically renew that domain, dirtcheappreps.com, so we get to keep that. So I really want that domain. I really do, and I'd really like to take it somewhere. I'd like to do something with it. I'm one guy here, and I am extremely limited on time, even more so limited on resources, and even more so when it comes to finances, when it comes to money. I made a video earlier, and I'm going to go ahead and release it, and it's rough. I'm telling you right now, it's a rough video. I call some of the channels out directly. Others, you'll be able to figure it out real quick. But enough's enough, folks. It's immensely frustrating being one of a handful of people that are trying to come to YouTube for you. Right? I'm not going to play the games like the other channels are playing so that I can make money to keep afloat. I'm not going to do that. That's not how I roll. I didn't come here to YouTube to do the news with the intent to personally gain from it. No. I came here because the Father told me to come here. That's why I'm here. Clearly not here for the money. I'm clearly not here for the popularity. I'm clearly not here to boost my own ego. You know, I keep telling people to watch people's actions because words and actions are very separate things in today's world. And when you've got at least, and I believe it's north of this, but at least 80% of the population that lie through their teeth, yeah, I mean, I'm one of the handful that come here just to give you the information, just to tell you the truth, and maybe try to talk a little bit about where we see it going, what we can do to be ready. I'm not trying to push a conservative agenda. I'm not trying to push a liberal agenda. I'm not trying to push you to buy a certain product. You got YouTubers out there that are very much so, in my opinion, like the old televangelists, right? And yeah, they throw religion in it too. And if you just pay attention, if you just watch closely, not just to them, but around them, you'll figure out where that money's going that's being donated for a different cause. Pretty easily. You'll figure it out. But see, you can do that when you have this super secret cause that you can't let nobody know about, and you can't do this and you can't do that. And let me tell you something about that industry. And I'm not talking about the trafficking industry itself. I'm talking about the folks that go out there and at least attempt to put a dent in the situation. They are not going to be getting on YouTube telling you that they did that or that they're in any way involved in that. Now, I can come to you from my own knowledge of fact of how these folks operate. And the last damn thing they're going to be doing is going on YouTube talking about how they're doing it. If you haven't figured it out yet, the whole trafficking thing is supported by very, very high people in very, very high places. And the people that are actually out there doing that, know that their identity being hidden is paramount to them. You don't understand. The people that are involved in this industry will go after their children. They'll go after their families. They are sick, disgusting people. And the individuals that are actually involved in fighting that stay as absolutely fucking hidden as possible. And so it gets a little bit frustrating. It does. When we have to figure out a way to come up with $36.50, but yet others can sit there and bring in thousands upon thousands upon thousands for coming on YouTube and telling tall tales. We have to do better. As individuals. We have to seek more. We have to demand more. We have to seek better. We have to demand better. That also means cutting out the dead weight. Cutting out the liars. Cutting out the ones that just aren't there for the right intentions. You know how many YouTube channels will openly tell you about how they wouldn't be doing what they're doing if they didn't have some alternative form of income, meaning as in they've got Patreon money coming in, they've got some type of commission coming in from this company or that company or what have you. And there's, in and of itself, there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's kept in check. But therein lies the problem. It's not kept in check. And there's a lot of YouTube channels that have you going out there buying a bunch of shit you don't need. A bunch of shit you probably honestly can't afford. You know how eye-opening it was when the whole Jace Case medical thing came along, and you had the very same people that a week before would sit there and tell you all about fish antibiotics. A week later, oh no, you don't, you can't trust that. No, see, you have to pay this fee here, and you have to have a board of doctors, and you can't trust that fish medicine. Yet a week before, they were pimping it to you. I don't know what to tell folks. It's not about personalities. It's not about who you like. It's not supposed to be about that. It's not supposed to be about who tickles your fancy. I think folks need to take a real serious reassessment about the individuals that they follow, including me. Including me. Do not put me out of that. Ask yourselves. Think about the different content creators you watch, and you ask yourself, whose actions match up with their words? And then you got some other decisions to make. If I had to do this homeless from a ditch, going to a McDonald's so I could have an internet connection to upload my news report to you, I would damn well do it. And if all the time and effort that I've spent here since 2014, if all my actions doesn't prove my words to be correct, I don't know what to tell you. But I sure in the hell wish these used car salesmen known as prepper channels would find something different to do. I wouldn't have a problem if they wouldn't have stepped over the line into news, screwing everything up. I can learn to stay in my lane, which I try to do, if they can learn to stay in theirs. But now you got angry prepper every day with 2-3 videos when you'll never believe what happens next. Right? No information, right? But he's there to help people, right? Because a title like "You're never gonna believe what happens next" is gonna really fucking help you in a YouTube search how to filter water, right? Right? Jason? Right? Stop fucking lying. Stop taking advantage of people. There are good people out there, folks, that are truly trying to help. And if you know what to look for, you can spot them. Southern Prepper 1 is probably one of the most prominent. There's a whole hell of a lot of scumbags out there trying to make a buck. And a fair amount of people out there trying to stroke their egos. Your well-being and your loved ones' well-being depend on your performance. You need to choose whether you want to perform in a manner stated by a used car salesman or somebody that's proved to you for nearly 10 years that they're actually here for you, not the money, not the popularity. for you. Yeah, I'm frustrated. Father said I would be. If somebody's running around right now hooping and hollering, talking about how much they enjoy life, they're not living by the Father. Because I can guarantee you one thing. If you live your life by the Father, this is not going to be a pleasant place for you. You can't serve two masters. You can't whore with Babylon and at the same time serve the Father. You can't. And if that means my subscriber count is 2 people, so be it. I am not going to stab the Father in the back for my personal gain. Man, that day's coming. That man comes around and takes names. It's coming. Some people need to really take that to heart. Because while they claim to be all spiritual and faithful and following the Father's steps, their actions say a whole hell of a lot different story. For one, there would be no ego. None. Never. But you can't just read the book. You can't just memorize the words in the book. You actually have to try to understand it and live by it. I probably refrain from posting that other video. It's rough. It's rough. Don't be gullible. It's the only thing I can tell you. Don't be gullible. If anybody's got some big cause out there that they're involved in that you can't see, that you can't verify, well then you go spend your hard-earned money with results that you can see. Because somebody's living it up. It's ridiculous and it's disgusting. I don't know. That's all I got for you. 6 more months, we're safe on the website. I don't think we got a lot of time left, folks. Really need to work on getting that poop in a group. And part of that's going to mean realizing the incorrect and negative influences in the genre. Because there's a lot of it. A whole lot of it. Anyway, hope you have a good day. Hope to see you later for the live show. And hopefully I'm in a little better frame of mind. Shalom.